A new study has brought forward unsettling claims about the health effects of poultry, suggesting a link between regular chicken consumption and a slightly elevated risk of all-cause mortality and gastrointestinal cancers. The findings are undoubtedly concerning and have prompted widespread discussion, particularly because they challenge long-standing dietary beliefs. However, while it's important to approach these results seriously, it's equally essential to interpret them within a broader nutritional and scientific context. Chicken, and poultry more broadly, have long been considered among the healthiest sources of animal protein. In dietary frameworks, such as the Mediterranean diet, which is supported by decades of research for its cardiovascular and anti-inflammatory benefits, lean poultry holds a central role. Its low saturated fat content and high biological value protein make it a preferred choice over red or processed meats. Moreover, chicken is rich in essential nutrients like niacin, B3, selenium, phosphorus, and vitamin B6, which support immune function, metabolism, and neurological health. These are not trivial contributions in a balanced diet, especially for individuals aiming to maintain muscle mass, manage blood sugar, or reduce cardiovascular risk. The study in question, conducted in southern Italy and published in Nutrients, noted that individuals consuming more than 300 grams of poultry per week experienced a 2.3% increase in gastrointestinal cancer risk and a 27% increase in overall mortality compared to those eating under 100 grams weekly. However, the study's observational design leaves significant room for uncertainty. No clear causal mechanisms were established, and several important variables, such as physical activity levels, cooking methods, overall dietary patterns, and the specific types of poultry consumed, were not tracked. Without these factors, the results should be seen as preliminary rather than definitive. One of the most striking limitations of the study lies in its reliance on self-reported dietary recall, a method well known for its potential inaccuracies. Memory, perception of portion sizes, and honesty can all skew the data. More critically, the study did not distinguish between different types of poultry or their preparation methods. For example, there's a substantial nutritional and health difference between organic, grilled, skinless chicken breast and deep-fried processed chicken nuggets loaded with sodium and preservatives. It's likely that many negative health outcomes are associated not with the poultry itself, but with how it is prepared and what it's eaten with, such as refined carbs, sugary sauces, or deep-frying oils. Experts caution that the study's findings, while worth further investigation, are not a reason to panic or dramatically alter one's diet overnight. Dr. Anton Bilchik, a prominent oncologist, and Dr. Michelle Rothenstein, a cardiovascular dietitian, both emphasize the need for broader and deeper research before dietary guidelines are revised. In fact, Rothenstein pointed out that poultry produces less trimethylamine N-oxide, TMAO, a compound associated with heart disease, than red meat, a strong point in favor of poultry when it comes to chronic disease prevention. What often gets lost in headlines is that cooking methods may be a critical factor in the formation of harmful compounds. High-heat cooking, such as frying or grilling over open flames, can generate heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, both of which have been linked to cancer in animal studies. Yet, these risks can be mitigated through healthy preparation methods like baking, steaming, or sautéing. Moreover, pairing poultry with fiber-rich vegetables, herbs, and antioxidant-containing spices can help neutralize some of the potential oxidative damage that may arise during cooking. Another key point is that many people choose poultry as a way to reduce their consumption of processed and red meats, which have a much stronger and well-documented association with cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning there is sufficient evidence of carcinogenicity in humans. In contrast, poultry has generally been seen as neutral or even protective in several large cohort studies. Switching away from chicken in response to this one study could inadvertently lead individuals to rely more heavily on less healthy proteins unless they are educated on better plant-based or seafood alternatives. It's also important to consider cultural and socioeconomic factors. In many parts of the world, Chicken is the most accessible and affordable form of animal protein. For families trying to maintain a balanced diet on a budget, chicken represents a practical compromise between cost, taste, and nutritional density. Removing or vilifying such a food without strong evidence and clear guidance on healthier alternatives could do more harm than good. Still, the study raises a valid reminder that no single food, even one as widely praised as chicken, should be consumed excessively or without awareness of sourcing and preparation. The rise of industrial poultry farming brings with it concerns about the use of antibiotics, growth hormones, and feed contaminated with pesticide residues. These factors could very well contribute to long-term health risks, though conclusive evidence remains limited. Thus, consumers should prioritize organic or pasture-raised poultry when possible and limit their intake of ultra-processed poultry products. In practical terms, moderation and variety remain the keys to a health-supportive diet, including a wide array of protein sources, such as lentils, chickpeas, tofu, eggs, fish, and nuts. Not only reduces potential risks from any one food group, but also introduces a broader range of nutrients and beneficial compounds. If you enjoy chicken, there's no urgent need to eliminate it altogether based on a single study. Instead, aim for quality over quantity, be mindful of preparation methods, and ensure that your overall eating pattern supports long-term well-being. While the new study adds an important data point to the ongoing conversation about diet and disease, it doesn't overturn the decades of research that have positioned lean poultry as a healthy dietary component. It simply reminds us that no food is perfect and that even the most trusted staples should be consumed thoughtfully within a diverse and balanced eating plan. As science continues to evolve, the most sustainable strategy is to stay informed, eat mindfully, and remain adaptable without giving in to nutritional fearmongering.